Good afternoon to everybody watching us. This is the Voice of Pedagogues, Educational Research Institute and Learning Facilitating Fed. In conjunction with Kenite Publishers Nigeria Limited. Welcome to our blended learning platform for school-going children across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and South Africa. We wish all school-going children a very happy holiday and all school administrators across Nigeria. We wish all children of school-going age in terminal classes happy preparation for their examinations. We appreciate our fans across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We appreciate Pedagogues WhatsApp community and other educational platforms on Facebook. We thank all those platforms who allow our clips to be shared across the length and breadth of the country. Thank for those who give constructive criticism on our programs and those who spur educational discussions on our clips. Thank you very much and God bless you. Our blended learning initiative is an holistic attempt to consolidate what teachers are doing within the four walls of the classroom system. It is our contribution in a little way to national development, and that is why we are doing what we are doing. It is an holistic attempt to make learning more of pleasure than pain to school children. More so in recent times that children of school-going age, many of them are not really reading, so we really want to create a lot of videos and clips, most especially in English language and for the counseling initiative of the academic system. Gbogbo ibi tí ọwọ́jà ètò wa ń fẹ́ dé ní ọ̀sán tèmi akíyín o ẹ̀kú àdúró tí wa o. Thank you very much and God bless you. When it pleases God who separated us from our mother's womb, He gave us the opportunity to preach the educational system. This is the voice of the one crying in the wilderness, saying, prepare a better way for the educational system and make the educational system better. We urge parents and school administrators across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Sahara Africa to play our clips to children of school-going age to consolidate what teachers are doing within the four walls of the classroom. We are also telling the general public that we already have an office now in Ilesha where you can always contact us for direct teaching and live teaching, where we will be able to teach, and after that we will be able to give enough exercises for your children in the learning system. We thank God Almighty, the most merciful, the most gracious, and the most beneficent, who has helped us so far, because it has not been easy, but for His grace that has kept us so far. We appreciate what we are doing. It's not a show off, but we just appreciate what we are doing, and we see it as a little way to contribute to national development. Today we will be discussing a very salient issue, which is a topic in English language, which is phrasal verb and idioms for children of school-going age. Thank you very much. So without wasting our time, today we are discussing another very crucial educational matter, which is the discussion on phrasal verb and idioms for school-going children across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In such a time as this, when school children are preparing for their WASC and BECE, it is instructive to note that English language is the mother of every other subject, and of course, it is the language of education. Why our children do not really pass very well is because they do not have the mastery of English language. So that's why we are paying our quota, contributing our quota in a little way to ensure that they have a very proper mastery of English language. So today, when we talk about phrasal verb by its nature, it is the combination of verb and preposition and adverbial particles. And of course, phrasal verb is a group of words, does not really have the ordinary meaning or the literal meaning. There are layers of linguistic analysis in English language. So when we talk about the phrasal verb, it has an hidden meaning. It has a meaning that is beyond the ordinary. So it's usually the combination of verb and preposition or adverbial particles. For example, if I say break down, it means to develop thought. If I say breakthrough, it means to be successful. So the knowledge of phrasal verb can be gotten if the students has a reading culture that is very wide. What do you read? You read novels, you read plays, you study the dictionary, you read newspaper and several other things. You listen to good speakers of the language. So these are the things that you have to do if you want to have a very proper mastery of phrasal verb and idioms. Just like even in Yoruba language or any other language, it is expected of you to read wide so that you can have a very better mastery of the language, so that it will boost your oratory prowess. Similarly, when you also write, it is expected of you to ensure that you reflect these things that we are talking about in your write-up, because for every write-up there is always mark for expression. When WAEC is being marked, the fluency, the verbal fluency, the logos, the lexis, the words, the usage of words, your expression goes a long way. So that's why the knowledge of phrasal verbs and idioms are very, very much important. So without wasting our time, I'll just discuss some of them with us, and we'll move on from there. So we say break up, it means to bring up, means to educate somebody. To break up means to end something, to end a relationship. I will break up a relationship. To bring on means to revive after having fainted. Bring on means to make someone, something to happen. Say bring back, it means to make somebody remember. Burn out means to burn until nothing is left. Call on means to make a brief visit to someone, to call on. So come to, it means to regain consciousness. Come across means to meet somebody unexpectedly. Carry out means to execute. I will carry out the project tomorrow. So if I say I will come off, to come off means to succeed. Come around means to come back to life after being fainted. After being fainted. Drawing near means for something to come closer. Examination is drawing near. So make for means to make for something. It means to cover up for something. Fell through means to fail. Take to, it means to like. Little children take to those who give them biscuits. Take after means to resemble somebody. So this is phrasal verb. Run into, it means to meet somebody unexpectedly. Give off means to set off. Give up, give over means to stop doing something. To give up means to stop trying something. So to round up means to arrest. The police rounded up the criminals. The police arrested the criminals. Round off means to end something. To end something. Round off. The meeting rounded off by 6 p.m. yesterday. That is phrasal verb for us. There are as many as possible. We cannot know them all. It takes a conscious effort to know phrasal verb. Put off means to postpone. Make out means to discern or understand something. I cannot make out. Make up for means to compensate. So that is phrasal verb for you. It does not have an ordinary meaning. There are layers of linguistic analysis. So you have to look behind the lines. You have to look beyond the lines in order to get the meaning of a phrasal verb. It's not known ordinarily. Then I say on edge, it means nervous. To a fault, it means when you do something excessively. He did it to a fault. To do something excessively. That's the meaning. I say on duty, it means somebody is performing something. He is on duty. So that is phrasal verb for you. Phrasal verb is the combination of a verb and preposition or adverbial particle. I say run across, to meet somebody unexpectedly. To turn down means to refuse. To refuse something. That's the meaning of to turn down a request. Take out of, it means to extract the utmost from. Take for, it means to suppose to be something or somebody. Take in means to deceive. So that is phrasal verb for us. A combination of verb and preposition in a way that is not ordinary. In a way that the meaning is not just got on the literal level. So when we talk about idioms, idioms also they do not have the ordinary meaning, they do not have the denotative meaning, they have connotative meaning. Thank you, Mrs. Oyenike Kayode, watching us. Thank you very much. So it has hidden meaning that is beyond the ordinary. That is what we call idioms. Ó dàbí inú Yorùbá tá bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kan lo èdè. Sọ pé a ṣe ẹni ẹni gbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́. Ó mean pé to give somebody hidden information. to give somebody information beforehand. So we buy casa buy kawodi, it means in the plain truth. So that is just it. Bó ṣe wà ní Líkì náà ló wà ń Gbàǹjà, bó ṣe wà nínú Yorùbá náà ló wà nínú èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. So phrasal verb and idioms. Idioms too are just like akanlede in Yoruba. They are just like figurative expressions. They are just like expressions with heightened or elevated implications. They are expressions with heightened semantic import. They are expressions with heightened semantic implications. So that's what we call idioms. They are not ordinary. So you have the bossa falsified the record. It means made himself rich. When you say he feathered his own nest, he made himself rich. When you say something is a bone of contention, what made a particular quarrel to come up? That's the meaning, the bone of contention. When you say a nip in the bud, what stops something from happening? The police intervention nipped the criminal's attempt in the bud. So when you say cook and bull story, it means a falsified story and an unbelievable story, a cook and bull story. When you say to take the bull by the horn to face a difficult situation, when you say to bury the hackett. So somebody is giving us an example there. Bring them on camera. That's very good. That's another idiom, to bring somebody on camera. So that's it could be an idiom too. There's a different expressions like that do not have ordinary meaning, and it is expected of children of school-going age to take notes expressions like this when they are reading. Maybe you are reading a comprehension passage, or you are reading a summary passage or an essay, and you come across expressions like this. It is expected of you not to just gloss over it. You must try as much as possible to look for the meaning and let them register in your subconscious. It takes a conscious effort to have a mastery of English language. So because it's not our father mother language, we are second language users, so we have to pay some concerted efforts to learn the language. So that's just a piece of advice for students of school going age. So you say the game master infused. It means that you don't have money in your account. Your account is in the red. You don't have money in your account. That's the meaning. So then you have several expressions like that. So we have the notorious thief smells a rat. It means was for somebody to become suspicious. His good performance went into his head. That is, his good performance made him to be proud. So that's the meaning. When I say he stuck to his guns, that is, the person was stiff-necked, was very obdurate and obstinate, did not change. That's the meaning. Say, the old man's speech threw a new light on the matter. It means to provide fresh information, to throw a new light on the matter. They say he was held spellbound. To be held spellbound means to be captivated by something. So the woman turned a blind eye to the bad behavior, to ignore. He turned a blind eye to ignore. That's the meaning. So that is what we call idiom. Musa leaves no stone unturned. That is, did everything possible. When I say all hands must be on deck, it means that it's the collective responsibility of everybody. When you say the house is a stone throw to my house, a stone throw means somewhere that is not far from your house. When you say I shall be breaking a confidence if I tell you all you want to know, to reveal a secret, to break the confidence. So I saw through your trick. That is to be able to detect somebody's trick, to see through somebody's trick. I say he was given a red carpet treatment. He was given honorable treatment, red carpet treatment, honorable treatment. So he kept his fingers crossed, that is, he did not do anything. That's the meaning. To keep your fingers crossed, so that's the meaning. That is sets little store for our friendship. So that means does not value our friendship. You say, I will pay you back in your own coin. That is, I will revenge. That's the meaning. I will revenge. So that's the meaning. To keep it in mind. It means to remember. To sit on the fence when you are neither here nor there. To be in a state of indecision. Not to have your own decision. That's the meaning. So, to meet your Waterloo. Waterloo means defeat. Easy lies the head that wears the crown. It means it's not easy to be a leader. So these expressions are not ordinary. These expressions need careful interpretations so that we not misinterpret it. I say, is teach in time saves night, means a small piece of work done now may save a lot of work later. So that's the meaning. If you break the rule, you will face the music. To face the music means to face this situation. I say, you have to paddle your own canoe. That is, you have to mind your own business. That's the meaning. You have to mind your own business. I say, let us bury the hackets. To bury the hackets means to end the quarrel. It also means let the sleeping dog lie. To let the sleeping dog lie. To let the sleeping dog lie means to end the quarrel. So these are expressions that the examiners are looking for in your essay, in your write-up. Students should try as much as possible to write in a mature way. In a mature way. It's not just for you to write the 450 words that is required of you in the senior secondary school, as well as the 250 words that is required of you in the junior secondary school. You must make sure that your write-up is matured. It's matured. And for your write-up, speaking skill and writing skills, they are productive skills in English language. For you to be able to write well and speak well, it is expected of you to have read well and listened well. To have read well and listened well. Reading and listening precedes speaking and writing as a skill, as a language skill in English language. So students are expected to note this, and it is expected of parents to create an enabling environment where children of school-going age can sit down and read. It is expected of school authorities to create an enabling environment where children of school-going age can sit down and read. It is expected of school administrators to sanitize the school system with standard and excellent promotional system, so that we will not just be producing illiterates and non-entities to our society. It is very important. Birds of a feather flock together. It means people of similar character become friends. As in, more is less speed. That is, when you are in a hurry, what you are being in a hurry about will also bring you back. That's the meaning. As in, make a while the sun shines. It means one should make the earliest use of one's opportunity. As in, necessity is the mother of invention. That is, when you need something, then you will be creative in producing it. All that glitters is not gold. That is, outward appearance can be deceitful. Procrastination is a thief of time. It means you should still make hay while the sun shines. To hit the nail on the head means not to beat about the bush. For you to go straight to the point. Buy casa, buy wood. To hit the nail on the head. To say the plain truth. To say the plain truth. Very important. A rolling stone gathers no moss. That is, a person who frequently changes occupation will not be competent in any. That's the meaning. That's the meaning. To make a while the sun shines. To do what is expected of you as and when due. As and when due. So these are idioms. They are very important. They are very interesting. But it takes it takes a conscious effort to know them, and you don't know it in a day. It's like having a linguistic arsenal. When you talk about linguistic arsenal, the language acquisition devices in children, they can easily acquire language, but they need to be encouraged. They need to be encouraged by the environment, by the school, by the home. Parents should give enabling environment. It's very important. It does not even end within the four walls of the classroom system. Then the power of self-study. The power of self-study. Yes, self-exploration, self-study will go a long way to develop the students' oratory prowess and ability. Very, very important. His wife led him by the nose. That is, he was just being led. Gullible, to be subservient, to be docile, to be led by the nose, to be docile, to be subservient, to be gullible. So, the apple of one's eyes, it means somebody specially and dear to you. When God says, I will make you the apple of my eyes, I will make you special to me. You are the Israelites in the Bible. They are the apple of God's eye. So, harmed to the teeth, completely harmed. Good for nothing. When you say he's good for nothing, the person is useless. When you say he's lion-hearted, when somebody is courageous. When you say sit on the fence, I've said that before. So to turn a new leaf means to change for better. Let children know these things. Let them hear it over and over again. Let them read over and over again. It is expected of children of school going age to have a particular jotter where they write vocabularies as they come across them, and they check the meaning of these words and they go over them one after the other as time permits them. It is also expected of them to have a dictionary. When they come across words that are difficult, they check the words. Not only the words, they check the meaning of the words. They check the contextual usage of the word. They check the stress placement of the word. They check the pronunciation. They check the transcription. The learning of the word needs to be holistic. It has to be a total situation. These are irrefutable principles of academic excellence. These are irrefutable principles of academic excellence. You have to be disciplined. The philosophy of education is, why does a fool teaches himself? A fool teaches himself because he refuses to be disciplined. You cannot take away discipline from learning. It takes there is nobody that cannot be brilliant. It takes a conscious effort. It takes a conscious effort to be brilliant. It takes a personal interest to be brilliant. I'm talking to children of school-going age. Children of school-going age, you can be brilliant. Yes, you can be brilliant. But it takes a conscious effort. You have to be disciplined. To nip in the bud. A nip in the bud, it means something that stops something from happening. To make both ends meet. To manage your to be able to manage your finances. So, to return to the charge, it means to renew a verbal attack on a person. Or is it to stand the racket, to endure a troublesome situation, to quarrel with one's bread and butter. When you quarrel with somebody that gives you food, that when you say somebody is the breadwinner of the family, it means it's somebody that provides for the family. Is it to be an armchair critic, to criticize without a justified purpose? When you say put something in black and white, it means to pen it down, to record it. That's the meaning. Is it willy-nilly? It means whether one wishes or not. You see, is it in a state of shilly-shilly? To hesitate or to be undecided? Shilly-shilly. Shilly-shilly. When you say no see, no say, when somebody is gullible, to lead somebody by the nose. As a eaglet, the piglet, it means ostraperosity. It it means chaos, it means pandemonium. When you say mumbo jumbo, it means nonsense, shenanigan. So these are words. It's not our mother language. You learn it over the years. So that's just it. To run in a groove, to be fixed and rigid, like a bull in the china shop, an extremely clumsy and highly troublesome state, calling for care and track, a lump in the throat, an intense grief, sympathy that impedes utterance. I say, is a thorn in my flesh. To be a thorn in your flesh means something that is like an headache for somebody. Is a thorn in my flesh. So these are expressions that are very good and that are very useful for our daily colloquialisms and discussions. It is an hallmark of literacy when you are able to use these things and you are able to demonstrate mastery over them. The person you are communicating with will know that you are an educated person. So that's why it's very, very much important. To break a confidence, it means to reveal a secret. To be on the dark side, it means to be unenlightened about something. So that's the meaning. It is customary in West Africa to keep open house, to be ready to entertain friends, to keep open house, to entertain friends. So that's the meaning. That's the meaning. So it's very, very much important. So we have come to the end of that segment, but let me just talk generally on principles of writing essay. Principles that makes you excellent as far as writing essay is concerned. If you are to write essays as you are preparing children of school going age in recent time, it has been discovered that they are not really much interested in essay writing, which is a productive skill. And the reason for this is because it's not far-fetched anyway. The reason is because children are not really interested in reading, and many of them are distracted. It's from the primary school, because the reading culture is not embedded. It's not really there again. Children prefer to play, distractions, and many other things. Even many children today, even before leaving primary school, cannot read and understand very well. So these are the predicaments. It's the case of so we have to, something strategic needs to be done at the elementary stage of learning to improve the reading culture. So it's only when a reader that can write. And when you write, how do you write? Writing any essay in English language is whether informal letter, whether formal letter, argumentative speech, article, or whatever, descriptive essays, whatever essay you call it, narrative essay, is marked based on content, organization, expression, and mechanical accuracy. Content is the relevance of your point. If the question says problems and solution, and you discuss only problem without discussing solution, you have shot yourself in the leg. Because you have not really hit the nail on the head. You have not really discussed every aspect of that very question. So if the question says problems and solution, and you discuss problem without solution, you have not really discussed. If the question says strengths and weaknesses, you discuss strengths without discussing weaknesses, you have not really discussed. So you must ensure that you explain your points paragraph by paragraph. When you write a point, you explore it. When you talk about paragraph consists of a topic sentence and supportive sentences. Topic sentence and supportive sentences. Topic sentence is the key information in that paragraph, and you now use some supportive sentences to develop that topic sentence. A paragraph can span as 7-8 lines before you move to another paragraph. Then your essay must be coherent. The principle of cohesion and coherence must not be divorced, cannot be divorced from the hallmark of a well-written essay. So, and if your essay is to be coherent, you have to make use of the linkers and the cohesive devices, the connectives. Firstly, secondly, in addition, furthermore, moreover, more so, in other words. And when you want to say the opposite of what you have been saying before, you use cohesive devices like however, nonetheless, nevertheless, by and large. These are writing skills that children of school-going age needs to understand. So when you write firstly and you put comma, the next thing after the comma will be a small letter. Secondly, comma, then the next thing after that that will be a small letter. It is instructive for children of school going to, whenever you are reading, make sure you try to read between the lines. For example, where a capital letter has been used, you take note. Where small letter has been used, you take note. Where question mark has been used, you take note. Where comma has been used, you take note. Your teacher cannot teach you everything. And it is important to note, and another thing that is important, the reason why reading is very important for children of school-going age is that when you read, you try to learn things not even expressly taught by your teacher. You learn them indirectly. You learn them indirectly. Stop saying education is a scam. It's never a scam. It's never a scam. Education is never a scam. When you have an enlightened mind, when you are well schooled and when you are well educated, you will be bold. It will boost your confidence. It will boost your personality. So that's what we are talking about. Then you have a value system. Then we are building a society that is great. We are building a society that is great. A society where somebody knows the left from the right. That's what we are talking about. Not just breeding idiots and non-entities in the society. So it's important for you to take note of the qualities of all the essays, because the way you write formal letter is different from the way you write informal. The way you write argumentative is different. The way you write narrative is different. The style of narrative, we take note of events, you take note of days, you take note of names of people, you take note of a typical narrative essay. We start from the introduction, then you have the climax, and you have the resolution, and in which case the resolution ends with the saying. And of course, you must not misinterpret the saying. This is where topics like idioms will help you, where you must not misinterpret the saying of a particular essay. Then all narrative essays are written in past tense. Past tenses, very important. The language of argumentative essay is persuasive and convincing in its own way. And the use of reporter and rhetorical question will go a long way to help you. So that's why it's very important. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Dari Emmanuel watching us. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Yegoke Kayode. Thank you very much. So it's very much important for our children to be well counseled. Immediately you have a very good knowledge, academic knowledge in your secondary school. That is the foundation upon which a formidable intellectualism is built. Formidable intellectual life is built. You cannot afford to just keep raising idiots and non-entities in our society. So that's just what I just feel in a little way, my contribution to national development, and it's very, very much important. We urge parents to buy books for their children. The purchase of books, very much important. Most especially even from primary school, literature books, story books, fables. It's a sorry case today that we don't have parents that really have the time to teach us riddles, jokes, and many other things like this that can promote oratory, that can promote linguistic competence. However, the intervention of the media, the radio, the television broadcast today is going a long way. Even on the social media, the intervention of these platforms are going a long way to bring back, to revive the previous, the oratory activities of the past. So we urge parents to dive into this opportunity to train their children, to train even the Bible again. Many children they have not read the Holy Bible, the Yoruba version, the English version. They go a long way to promote their rhetorical competence. The Yoruba books from J.F. Odunjo, books from T.O. Fagunwa, Ireke Onibudo, Obuju Odenu, Erumole, different books like that. We go a long way to promote intellectualism. When these children don't read, they will not be able to. That's the remote and immediate reason for examination malpractice. Because when they read, they cannot understand. Don't know they don't know when they are to approach questions, theory questions. The way is different from subjective questions, is different. Preparation from objective is different. They don't know. They just write everything. When you are reading, they don't know the difference between intensive reading and extensive reading. They don't know the meaning of note making, note taking. In the olden days, they are not spoon-fed. Our forefathers were not spoon-fed. They write, they teach them, and when they teach them, they take notes. They use they form their own notes. They are our textbooks. But today, Android, parents that cannot buy textbook for their children will buy Android for their children. They register them in exam miracle centers. Say, sorry kids. How are the mighty falling? Tell it not in God. Publish it not in the city of Askelon. The daughter of Philistine rejoice, and the month of uncircumcised triumph. He says, sorry, please. What we need to do, they are little things. Many children today don't have reading table, they don't have reading chair, they don't have reading lamp. And we want them to succeed academically. They don't have friends that they discuss with. Parents today, when children bring their report sheets to the house, they cannot track. Your performance is not good in mathematics, while your performance is not good in English. What could have caused it? Is it because you didn't have textbook? They will not do that. When your child brings a report sheet to the house, it's your duty as a parent. Why is your performance so low here? Is it because of the style of the teacher? Is it because your class is too congested? Is it because you have many students in your class to a teacher? Many of you will not even go on the PTA day. You will not even go on the open day. You will not even have conversation with your class, your child's class teacher. You say, I'm going to work all the time. No. Parents should create time. The school authority, it is in conjunction with the school authority that children can do well. Without this, the academic activities will just be a wilderness of wasted logic. The government will pay our own quota. The child in question will pay his or her own quota. The teacher will pay his or her own quota. It is only then that we will be fulfilling the mandate of the educational system, that we be able to achieve the general and specific objective of educational goal as written in the national educational policy. Just an egalitarian society, free and democratic society. Even the old traditional educational system has 7 cardinal objectives: promotion of character, promotion of latent physical skills, creation of job. These were cardinal objectives of the traditional education according to Adu Babatunde Fafunwa, 1974. What are we talking about? There is no child that cannot be brilliant. So today I just want to call it a day, and I want to thank those that are watching us. We urge parents to keep listening to us. We urge school administrators to allow our clips to be shared. We urge children of school going age to listen to us. We urge the Nigerian community to support us in one way or the other. We love Nigeria. That's why we are doing what we are doing. That's why I'm spending my data to encourage children of school going age. We want to produce as many intellectuals as possible. I'm spending my data. So, and I believe that Nigeria will be better by the special grace of God. Thank you very much, and God bless you. God be with you till we meet again. Bye.